Minneapolis is special. There's something special about the land here, aura. The first image that comes to mind is like when a forest burns down. It's extremely traumatic, right? But then you have all of these nutrients in the ground to let this new forest come about. And I think like that's what it feels like right now. With Omicron, COVID, the strike, there were lots of stops and starts.
The whole world's watching!
And then George Floyd is murdered. And everybody's putting out these anti-racist statements.
It felt like everything was on fire.
Everything's changed.
Teachers of color are essential for everyone. The strike had a really large impact on, teachers in our Henry community, specifically teachers of color, on their mental health.
In some respects, it felt like business as usual. In other respects, it felt insulting and demoralizing, disappointing.
For the first time in 50 years, Minneapolis teachers walked off the job after failing to
Now,
agree
teachers had been demanding mental health support, smaller class sizes, higher wages, and overall systemic change.
I remember the night before, like laying in my bed, like, are you really gonna go on this line? And I did, because I do believe in our union. I do believe in striking.
The language I was asking for was protecting teachers of color outside of seniority. Minneapolis and St. Paul have been trying to increase their teachers of color. If there are gonna be budget cuts every year, you're gonna be losing those teachers every single year.
And a lot of Black teachers and other teachers of color were saying how important this was to us. So a lot of us went on strike because of that priority. But when we got on the line, there were no picket signs that said, protect teachers of color at seniority.
Like, this was something that the union had agreed upon.
How you doing? Good to see you.
We started to meet as a small cohort of people. We were meeting at the Get Down. It was a safe space. And we devised a plan to go to different sites.
I know.
To say, hey, sign this petition that if this language, protecting teachers of color outside of seniority, wasn't on the contract, you're not gonna sign that contract.
We are looked at as anti-union for bringing that up. Like, we've faced a lot of backlash.
I'm pro-union, but I'm believe in anti-racism at the same time. Educators of color, mental health,
We just kept trying to organize, we applied pressure.
Yeah.
It's heavy, it's heavy, such as the existence of being Black in America. I think the strike broke some people.
But now we have this group that went through this collective moment together. And so I don't know, I don't feel like I need to do it on my own now. That feels really, really, really good.
So I would say get involved as a teacher in your union, find your entry points, find the places that, tap into your passions. And I think that you'll be able to see the same kind of change that we were able to make in Minnesota.
This isn't a new moment, but it's love that keeps me showing up for my students and my community because it's what's needed.
We need this in Minneapolis, and we need this around the country. Our students are just like magnificent, beacons of light, and they deserve to have teachers of color. All students deserve to have teachers of color in their classrooms.